you know, it was always, to me, it was just a learning curve all the time, you know. So I remember the bottom of the mountain, and we lived right up in the top of the mountain as well, you know. You know, so the bottom of the mountain, there was a place called Castle Baldwin. There was a great pub down there. It was called McDermott's. Right? So you walk into McDermott's, and the fellow behind the bar will stand there and you go, "Can I get you a Guinness, perhaps a lager or an aperitif?" So you're standing, you go, "Oh, fantastic! Fuck it, I'll have a Guinness. Pour it out for me. That's great." So you go halfway up the hill. I mean, we're talking about 5 mile distance between the bottom and the top of this mountain here. So you go about maybe 2 miles up this hill, and you'll get like, "How you doing there? You all right? Huh? On your way up the mountain, are you? Huh? There's cairns up there, you know. Have a look, they're nice." Right, so you know, you're carrying on anyways, and you know, you might be unsuspecting, unlike myself. Well, I lived there, you know. Now, once you get to the top of the mountain, you're looking more like, you know, you're looking at more of some fella leaping out from behind the wall going, "All right, there! Hey, wait yourself! Have you a cup of sugar?" Now, you might think I was sort of standing still there for comic effect, but no, he will stand there looking at you like that until you answer him, right? And I remember one time it's sort of like, not on me. Are you making tea? No! Again, he'll stand there, so this is when you run away. That's generally the time to run. Now, I don't have a lot of family in Ireland. Like, I remember I lived there for a period of time, and as I say, I soaked up a bit of the culture. I have one auntie in Ireland, and I remember I lived with her for a bit for work whilst I was living there. And I'll never forget. Every time I used to come in from work, she'd have a feast on for me, a roast dinner every single night of the week. And I remember, and it wasn't that I didn't tell her I couldn't have dinner. It was that I told her I have to come in. I'm coming in from work. I'm heading straight back out again. It's very important. I'm in a rush. So, anyways, I came back to the house. I walked through the door, and she's like, "Now look I'll make you some dinner." I said, "Look, I have to go. I have to be out the door in 15 minutes. I have to shower, change, and be out the door in 15 minutes, or I'm going to miss the train." She said, "Look I'll make you a sandwich." I said, "Honestly, Anne, please, I have to go out the door. I'll make you a cup of tea." I said, "Look Anne, I have no time." "I will fuck you, I can do nothing for you, so." They love you aggressively in that country. You know what I mean? There's the love in that country. It's not like you get over here. It's like, "I fucking love you. You fucking eat. I swear to God, you eat now." But yes, that was my experience of Ireland. You know, my auntie never drank water. Only Lucozade, because she smoked John Player Blue. That was her entire diet. She was a feisty woman if ever there was one. You know? So I picked up the accents. But oh, look, there's a friend of mine back in the room here. She made me promise not to point her out. She's from Limerick. Price of a taxi in Limerick? Your shoes, your coat, and your fucking keys. Anyways, that's all you're going to get for the evening.